back to my channel. So basically today what I'm going to be talking about is that I don't give a fuck anymore. I have come to the conclusion that I am jealous, envious, and just in the mood to create change within myself and to get the things that I deserve and I desire. So I've been on like this really long journey. That's why I've kind of been like MIA from YouTube, one because of school and like work, and then yeah, this. So I've kind of been like in this, like, I guess, rut. Is that the right word? Rut, slump, whatever. In this mood where I've kind of like been unmotivated, not doing it. But my spark is back, people. My spark is coming back. So I'm starting to get my energies up. I'm surprised too for it being the colder seasons. I'm surprised that my energy is kind of getting up, but YOLO. So, um, not me. Oh my gosh, I used like one of those spray-on deodorant things, and now like every time like I inhale or like just whatever, I can smell it, and I'm like, guys, those must have like hella toxins in them. Don't use those. I just used it because like I found it like in my cupboard, and I was like, oh shit, like let me use it. But it's fun, but like those toxins aren't fun. Anyways, so what I was saying is that just like I don't give a fuck anymore. I think my thing is too is that people's opinions have been a really big thing to me lately. Um, Not anymore though. Well, eh. I'm trying to get over it. But people's opinions have been like a really big thing to me. You know, what people perceive me as, especially like my parents. My mom has always been like a very workaholic type of person, very like stick to your 9 to 5, that'll make you money. You have no career, you have no life, basically is kind of like my mom. And my mom's always pushed me to, get a job, get a job, get a good job, get a good paying job, become a lawyer, like, whatever, to do all that, right? And so my thing is like, it's not bad. My mom wants me to be the best, and she expects me to be the best. And it's not bad, like her motivations. I think she just sets her goals a little, not too high, but she wants me to reach her own goals, but those aren't my goals. That's my only thing. My mom is also a very perfectionist. So when I tell her things like, "Oh, I hate work," or "I don't like work," she'll be like, "Well, that's too bad. That's how you have to make money." Or, "Well, I don't know what to tell you. That's the way it works." My mom though, she's very like I hate when she says that. If Please don't be this person. If you're this person, we need to have a talk. Like, I'm not sponsored by BetterHelp, but you got to go to BetterHelp because this is mental. My mom has never taken vacation time willingly. So my mom's forced to take her vacation time. She can take her vacation time, but she's usually forced to take her vacation time. And I hate that because they made her take off a week of work, and my mom was so pissed off about it, and she was still working during her vacation. And I was like, what are you doing? They're giving you a week. This is your earned week. Why are you willingly working? Why are you doing this? I just wanted to go, like, don't you want a break? Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of working this 9 to 5 job and you want to go back in again? To me, that's an addiction. Like, it's not even like, oh, work, work. Like, it's fear and it's addiction. That's what I personally think it is. But regardless, I've come to the conclusion that, people's opinions don't really matter anymore. I like really thought about that at first. Like for a while, I was like, oh, like I'm insecure about myself, and oh, I hate my job. Like I just work as like some stupid like associate, like whatever. And it's like, why the fuck does that matter? Why does it matter? I have a job. I'm educated. I'm smart. I'm beautiful. Like, Why does like it's all like this is all that's like going in my head. It's not everybody else. It's what I think everybody else is saying, you know? And that's something like I've been trying to program myself out of it. I'm like, okay, so if I'm feeling so I've basically come to the conclusion, if I'm feeling bad about everything that's going on with myself, let's start over. Let's cut the whole slate, close the fucking book, start a new chapter. So here, that's where I am. Here it is, my new chapter, guys. My new chapter, new book out now. But so you know what I mean? It's just like, oh my gosh, I'm like reminding myself of my professor right now. My professor actually is really interesting. I love him. Anyways, but he said something the other day. So he's my philosophy professor, and like I've been really getting into philosophy, guys. Maybe I should do like a segment like on philosophy. But my philosophy teacher, he said the other day, he was like, "Oh, people think my job is useless. People think my job is useless," and we're like, "Why do you think your job is useless?" But he's like, "Because he's a I forgot exactly what his words were, but something about philosophy and like his job." And he was like, "Because my job isn't about um anything specific. My job teaches you how to live life." Like he was like, "I could teach you how to live life." And I was like, "I want your job." That's really what I said. I was like in my head, I was like, "I want your job. That's what I want." You know? I don't want a 9 to 5 sad, enslaved way. I want peace. I want prosperity, wisdom, knowledge, you know? That's what I am looking for. And not everybody is probably going to look for that. Not everybody wants that, and that's okay, But if you're someone that's very like, you know, open-minded and really wants to connect with nature and the natural world or whatever and yourself, and this is the way I would go. So, not me. Sorry, I burped. I just had like a burrito a few minutes ago. You didn't even know that. Anyways, I'm gonna keep that in there. Just to show you how humane I am, I'm gonna keep that in there. I had like one of those Ramona's burritos, like the microwave burritos, and this is so off topic, but I'm so mad because I like followed the instructions. It was like, "Oh, put on like a plate and then put a plate on top of it." And I was like, "Okay." So I did it for like a minute, put it in the microwave, right? And then it said, "Oh, put in for another like 30, 45 seconds." So my microwave doesn't like do that thing that puts it for like 45 seconds. Let me do it for 30, but like I wanted 45. So I was like, "Oh, I'll just do it for another minute." Exploded. The burrito exploded, and I was so mad. I had to get a fork and like eat my burrito like this. Like the burrito was like this, and then like my fork was like when I would pick up the fork, my burrito would go. This is a very bad demonstration, but yeah. So I ate like a exploded burrito with a fork. So like imagine like the fork like this, and then the burrito just sitting on top of the fork, and I'm just like that. You get me? Anyways, super off topic. Sorry. I also had some hot Cheetos too. Bomb. Kind of gave me a little stomach ache, but anyways, my bad. But yeah, so I've basically just been on like this. How can I fix myself to the point where I'm happy with myself? Not how happy society is with me, not how happy my parents are with me, not how happy I make people, think of me or whatever. Sorry, that was not proper English, but you know what I mean. How can I make myself happy with myself? And so I started doing the things that I really care about. I started taking care of myself. Like, look, I brushed my hair. Can you tell? It's really like frizzy. My hair's curly, so that's not great, but and I also like don't put any curler stuff in there, which I probably should, but like, yeah. Anyways, like I've been taking care of myself. I brushed my hair. I put my hair in like a cute little look. I put jewelry on. I you can't even see it, but I have lip gloss on. I was gonna paint my nails, but I'll do it later. You know what I mean? Like I've just been doing stuff like that. I've been cleaning. I've been watching a bunch of like those self-care videos. I've been watching a lot about like virtuous lives and stuff like that, and trying not to make like finances like a big thing in your life as well. I've also been watching things about like how to connect with nature, um, stuff like that. I've also been making, guys, check it out. I'm gonna link it below. I've also started a small business. Um, I'm kind of figuring out like the online logistics of it, but like right now I kind of just have like an Instagram and a TikTok going. I'm not very I'm not very online savvy. Like maybe I'll make an Etsy or something or a Depop. I have a Depop actually, but did I mention that? I have an Instagram, TikTok, and Depop. I will put those below later. But yeah, I've been making like some cute little like herbal stuff, right? Like I made a herbalist body oil earlier, so it's like I honestly couldn't tell you what's in it at the top of my head. I have like a list of everything written down. But I made like stuff like that. I made like an avocado and egg mask, and then I made like some little tiny like essential oil perfumes, you know? So I've been starting to do like hobbies. Look into hobbies. If you're sad and bored and you feel like everything is the same always, get a hobby because that's literally how I felt. I sometimes I still feel like that. Like, and I only have like I don't know if you could say I have more than one hobby. The only hobby that I would consider right now is this little business and maybe social media. But other than that, I'm not really on like YouTube and stuff that much. Same thing with the business. So sometimes I feel like things are very repetitive for me, and sometimes I get like a little bored. So I would definitely invest in hobbies. Like, don't get just one hobby, get more than one hobby. Get a million hobbies if you want. You know what I mean? Just don't overexert yourself. But, just do what makes yourself happy. And then another thing too is to cut out people that affect that happiness. Or if you don't want to cut them out, just limit them to what you tell them. Don't tell them everything. That's something else I've learned. Um, do not share your private life with others. The only people that should know your private life are, at least in my opinion, you and your partner. My parents, of course, some things, but not everything. If there's something going on with like me and my partner, it's none of their business. But if it's like anything else, maybe depends on the situation. Um, but mostly everything else I think should be between you and your partner. Otherwise, your friends, all that, even if they're close friends, I don't think you should tell them everything. Like if they're your close friends, like it's okay to like say a little thing here and there, but nothing that talks about you know how you're feeling negative or what's going on, why you're feeling bad. Like just you don't want to be like, "Oh my gosh, like girl, I like literally crying myself to sleep every night." Like you don't want to say that because then they'll see that you're vulnerable. And if you want to be someone that's like strong and independent and look like you have your shit together, you have to look like you have your shit together. Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. Literally, if you have to. That was scary. I heard a noise. But if you have to fake it, then you fake it. Like, what was I watching the other day? Like like the Marilyn Monroe effect or something like that. I forgot what it was, but basically like the alter ego effect. That's what it was. That's something that I'm also trying to tap into. The alter ego effect. If you want to be someone, this goes for men and women. If you want to be someone that is powerful. You see all these fucking videos on TikTok, right? And they're all like, look at me, like I got a flashy watch and I drive a Rolls Royce and like, I have so many networking connections and I own like a big business. That's because they have the alter ego. Beyonce has the alter ego. I think her alter ego is like what, Sasha Fierce or something like that. And then Marilyn Monroe, what's her name? Norma Jean, and then Marilyn Monroe. Yeah. So have the alter ego. If that's how you fake it till you make it. Have the alter ego. You know. it will help you with your confidence because it'll feel like you're kind of like another person kind of thing, and just pretend you're them, and be like, okay, what would my alter ego do? What would this person do? Like the best, another way I could describe it, you're gonna laugh at me. SpongeBob's abrasive side. You know, don't be mean, but like, you know what I mean. That's another like, alter ego, I guess. Is SpongeBob's abrasive side. Have you seen that episode where it's like SpongeBob and he has like that little green abrasive side? That, don't be a bitch, because that's what he was. But that's what I mean. You want the alter ego. You want the something else that exerts your potential and your power. Ignore the SpongeBob's abrasive side thing. I just wanted to mention that because we were talking about alter egos and I just remembered that. But yeah, and so that's the best thing that I could like describe to you is how to really like start a new chapter, start over. Is to Another thing too I would do is vision boards, Pinterest boards. Put together what that person looks like. Put together what you aspire to be. So my tips first off would be saying, would my first tips would be to write your values down, know what you want, know what you're worth, practice that, realize that. Then I would go into yourself. You know, if you want to create a new person, sorry, wait, step ahead. If you want to create a new person, the Pinterest board, the vision board, who are they? What do they look like? What do they do? What is it? And you put all that together. Routines, I would do morning and nighttime routines, workout routines, all of it. I would put those in there. And then from there, I would go into the alter ego. I'd figure out, do some deep searching within your inner child and all that. And figure out who they are and who you want to project yourself to be. And then I would try to, like, what I would do is, like, I would look at celebrities or people like that inspire you and be like, how can I be them? Like, not specifically like, oh my god, like, I want to be you, I'm gonna take your name. Like, no, what I mean is, like, how can I have like your charm, your personality? Like, I want that, but you also have to understand that you can't lose your own identity. You get me? So hence alter ego. But I would do that. And then after the alter ego, I'd probably go into, starting to do the things I like and starting to slowly put myself out there as this new person. And this isn't going to happen immediately. You're going to have to work for this. If you want to be someone that's like a gym buff and really buff, it's going to take you a year to work out. You want to be a model. It's going to take you another year or how long to be a model, It doesn't come like that. You have to work for it. But again, you also have to present yourself as that way and think of yourself that way and work towards it. And that's how you will become that way. And that is what I have been discovering and what I have been learning. And I'm pretty proud of my progress lately, actually. But okay, I'm done with this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to come out with a new video. If you guys have any video topics or anything interesting you would like to see, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and bye.